I'm Dustin, Prince of a Photic Realm, and this is Bo, my indie author friend.
Fabulous powers will be revealed to you the day we hold aloft our mics and say,
I have the Geekdom! Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds! Thunder. Thunder. Thunder Nerds! Ho! Welcome to another episode of Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I'm Dustin.
I am Bo.
And this is the podcast that talks about all the things you love.
Without all the hate.
That's right. And it is a very special episode of Geek-Men today. We're going to be doing a commentary, which is something we haven't done before.
Yeah.
We're doing it with a little bit of an ulterior motive, but ultimately we also love this movie. We mentioned it in the last episode. If you haven't listened, go back and check that out. But we're going to be watching Sidekicks. It's a movie that came out in 1992 that has Johnathan Brandis, Chuck Norris, Mako. It's a wonderful film, and we're going to dive into it here in a minute. But our goal is to get it released onto Blu-ray. It's a movie that never saw a DVD release in all these years. It never saw a DVD release, never got released on Blu-ray, and there's literally no explanation why. It's a fantastic film. For me, it rivals some of the best sports karate type movies, like Karate Kid even and stuff like that. So it is just a fantastic film that needs to get more attention. It's severely underrated. And with the help of something called Shout Factory, we believe we can make this happen. We just need to get more attention on it. So to tell us a little bit more about Shout Factory, Bo's going to fill in some of that info for you.
Yeah. If anyone's not familiar with Shout Factory, they are a company. They release, they get the license to do different movies and television properties and music, and they do limited releases of things that normally don't see the light of day or don't get released commercially. Usually cult classics, Japanese TV shows, imports, anything like that. They're very popular with if you've bought any of the Mystery Science Theater releases, if you've bought any of the Power Ranger releases, any of the new releases from horror, from old classics, Bill and Ted, just to name a few. They're the ones that, if you've bought those recently on Blu-ray, they're the ones responsible for that. And we want to get their attention because they actually take suggestions for movies.
Right.
And so all we're asking you guys to do is join us in a campaign to ask Shout Factory by using the hashtag ShoutSidekicks and using the link below to go directly to their site and simply ask them, hey, I'd really love to have Sidekicks on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Really simple. And we're hoping we do this, we get enough attention through social media and by the request that maybe they'll actually consider hunting down and getting the rights to this movie, because the only way you can do it is to buy a bootleg, which I do not like the idea of, or watching it on YouTube, which we are going to do, and that's how we're asking you to watch it with us.
Right, and normally we wouldn't advocate to do something like this because
no.
We're creators, and everyone who put in an effort, and this took a lot of time and money and effort to put into this film. And, they're not making any money from this either. Everyone deserves to make money at their craft. So normally we wouldn't advocate this. However, it's the only thing that's widely available right now to everyone.
Yeah.
And it's really the only way to watch it.
And should also point out it's been on YouTube forever.
Yeah.
Nobody has bothered to take it down.
Yeah, no one's bothered to take it down. It's been on there for a long time. So if you would, we have the link below. Head on over there and join us in watching in Sidekicks. It's a wonderful movie, and we are going to head over and listen to that now.
And just listen for instructions, possibly a audio cue when you hear maybe, let's say, this noise. Ding! Go ahead and press play on your YouTube player, and you'll be synced up with us.
Awesome.
So enjoy, guys.
See you after the show.
Geek-Men!
All right. Well, I tell you what, man. I've been looking forward to this all week, and I can't wait to dive into this. Need me some good Chuck Norris action. And so if everyone else, all you listeners out there, would head on over to YouTube. We'll have the link in the show notes below. And we will play a sound. Editor Bo will play a sound. Or we will pop something in here. We're on the 00 mark of the YouTube video. It's literally the first thing, even if we don't pop the link in and you're just moseying on over there on your own. You just search for it. But we're on 00, and we're going to hit play on 1, 2, ding! Gallery Films presents. It fades away. Don Carmody production. Carmody. An Aaron Norris film. Hi-ya!
Which is Chuck Norris's younger brother.
I don't know.
I think he's a stunt man too.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I know Kung Fu, you're a stunt man, right? Isn't that how that works?
Pretty much. I guess it's good to have your brother work on your films with you.
Yeah. Bo Bridges.
Of course, of the Bridge family.
Johnathan Brandis. I feel like I should have studied facts on this. Just to throw out random facts.
Well, that's the funny thing. There's not that many facts on this movie. It's just like so low key and
Mako.
Cold.
I know. It's just like, oh, we're gonna bury this movie.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it did good in theaters. It did well. Like, it made its money back. I think it opened up at like number 2.
Well,
like,
I
it
know.
Only cost $8 million.
I love all these awesome statues and stuff. And,
Joe Piscopo.
It's great.
SNL fame.
And Chuck Norris as himself. Who else could he be? There is only one Chuck Norris.
I know, it's like the most extensive cameo ever.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot. This whole time I thought we've been looking at a wall and it's on the floor, or is he just crawling on the wall? That's insane.
It's music by Alan Silvestri. I'm never sure how to say his name, but he did the Back to the Future music.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't forget that.
Now, I watch this and I immediately think a couple things. I get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 vibe when he takes off his robe. But the hair, I get a Karg vibe from Masters in the Universe. A little bit. Mildly. And then, of course, I'm getting Indiana Jones, and it's like you could tell, like, it feels very kid-inspired, like, at that age. You know, like, all these different movies that were out. Yeah. It's like, this is a kid that would fantasize, because I would always fantasize about these types of things, too.
Because, like, the 80s and the 90s, it was nothing. Ninja movies were, like, invading the USA. I mean, that was all it was. What do we have here?
A lone ninja. Flip.
Flippy,
Flippy,
how cool the ninja outfits actually are.
Oh, they are so cool. I wanted to have that outfit.
Seeing already we have like a, kind of tongue-in-cheek humor about it.
Yeah. It's like other ninjas are shocked that he flipped over them. Wouldn't other ninjas be expecting that?
How did he do that?
What? He could flip? No way!
And I tell you, man, seeing this movie so many times, it's like the music instantly you recall it. You gotta give it to him. Good composer.
I love how fire just immediately debilitates any bad guy.
Yeah.
No matter how, evil they are. They're just oh, I'm on fire. I gotta go put my butt out.
Whoosh. It's got abs actually sculpted into it.
Yeah. And flips for days. More than any Olympic gymnast ever.
Oh, yeah. It's like classic Power Ranger stuff. It's just I'm just going to... This is how I travel. I flip everywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to flip for 17 years to the next dojo.
I remember, so that's the way it was in Inframan, too. He flipped everywhere. He was flipping on clouds.
Yep. Here comes his sidekick. Flipping into the scene. What better entrance?
Oh, what's... I mean, I could have just flipped over there and untied you, but it's cooler.
Yeah.
And then they fell for it again.
They're whoa! This guy can flip too? Oh, we're so screwed.
Our master sucks. He did not teach us any of this.
And then the bad guy's defeated with a thump on the head from the damsel in distress.
That's the beauty of it. It's you can't find fault in this because it's just. I mean,
it's amazing.
This movie. I mean, but this sequence it's a kid. This is a kid's imagination sequence.
Yeah.
He's just daydreaming this.
This was my imagination.
Yeah. It's it doesn't have to make sense. It
was I wish this was me. That was me as a kid watching this movie.
Yeah, Chuck.
Oh, no problem.
$1 million smile. That would be mortifying.
It would be. That's so rough.
Shut up, Sheila.
And the funny thing is, she's a ginger, so she's trying to get her jab in too.
I'm not gonna be the butt of the joke today.
No one's gonna say I don't have a joke. Look at the Barry, he's a geek. Of
course, terrible. The dream girl in this movie is Winnie Cooper.
Yeah. I can totally help your crippled self. I'm being a nice little girl. Mm-hmm.
I have it's 1 in 20 teachers are this understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Again. Oh, man.
Texas flag. Yeah, I think this is Houston, which, I mean, that's Chuck Norris' home, man. Everything was filmed out of Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think him and his brother, they went on to do Walker. And I think that was out of Houston.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I remember one shot, his sidekick cop on the show. What's his face? I'm blanking on his name. Huh?
The dude from Die Hard?
No. No, I don't think he was on Die Hard, was he?
Wasn't he the tech guy, the bad guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the dude from Die
The
Hard.
quarterback is toast.
Yeah. He was in a promo shot, like in the intro. He was like running and tossing a football in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium or something, as I seem to recall. But no one has a chance against Chuck.
Old boy Bridges. He was the dad in the Wizard too, I think.
He is the stereotypical dad in the 90s.
Yeah, I don't quite know what's going on with my kids, but I love them. And I want to understand them.
I'm overworked. I love my kids, but they're just too much for me to keep up. And I'm somewhat desirable.
Their mom blanked.
Yeah, ever since said mom something happened, something insert. I'm just a poor lost single dad.
Yeah, he was that quintessential.
Yeah,
he was that dad.
He definitely checks all those boxes. Daydreaming again.
I know. I feel like it was a deleted scene. Like man, that would kill me to know there was another dream sequence we missed out on.
Oh yeah, probably. Kind of wonder if it was like his dad hitting on the damsel in distress. His dad was the bad guy in that one, but then they're like, "Oh no, he might be seen as having resentful feelings towards his dad, so it has to be cut."
Yeah.
Hey, that's something that we might be able to have in the DVD release.
Yeah, get that thing back on.
If there's any kind of special.
There's gotta be something laying around, man. I know people probably feel like this is kind of like a rehash of Karate Kid because you have like the tough guy instructor, tough on his kids, and he's just feeding them with bully. But it's, I don't know, with a comedic touch, it works.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like that's terrible. I would have just gotten off the mat instead of taking off my shoes.
Karate. I remember when Joe Piscopo was on Saturday Night Live. He wasn't this built and everything, and he like got into bodybuilding, and it just shocked everybody how toned he got and how much mass he put on. Everybody's like, "What the heck?"
Egging him on. Tweak. You can see his eye twitching.
Yeah, he was. I want to say he was one of the originals, but he was on there when Eddie Murphy was on there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big boy language.
That's what I love, man. Just so, man.
Well, yeah. He was obviously a bad boy and got coal in his Christmas stocking.
Yeah. Love the show Mission in Action, which is a good setup.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's hilarious that his dad lets him watch Mission in Action.
Yeah. Well, Let's is probably... Remember, he's the dad that's has lost control of his son.
Yeah.
He's oblivious on his little computers.
Letting him watch canon films.
Yeah.
Now, this is probably like something that wouldn't fly.
No way. That mustache is horrible.
It's him doing the whole Fu Manchu thing.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's bad.
It's This did not age well, but so,
well, you know. In the days where you could do anything for a joke, it doesn't fly today.
That famous
Da,
scene.
da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. I love that part.
But in his dream, it has the A-team effect. Like, he's shooting everywhere and it's managing. These people are just falling over or it's not hitting anybody.
Yeah.
We're A-teaming it up here.
Yeah. You know, they did that on almost all the... Oh, it blew their clothes off. Nice. They... They did that in almost like all the cartoons and shows and stuff of that day. Like, and almost, even as a kid, it drove me crazy. Like on G.I. Joe, they would show like every vehicle, the dude jumping out or parachuting out before the vehicle blew up.
Yeah. They had laser pistols.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see all the videos he's taped off TV, man.
Yeah. Which looked like everyone's living room back then.
Yeah, totally.
$8 hours. What's 8 hours? At work? What do you, let's put it in half a day at work.
I was talking to him.
He's so oblivious. There's an example, Dad, of how you lost control of the situation.
Oh, this guy too, man. He's a classic. He's one of these cults. I mean, he's Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah.
Chucky too. I mean, he's just so many different just cult classics, man.
Yeah.
I love him in Phantom of the Paradise.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Ooh. What is she wearing though? That pin, man.
It looks like an Egyptian. Oh man, that's the squatty potty. That's where someone got the idea for the squatty potty.
That's
what that pin is doing.
We don't know what this ancient glyph means. It's actually the 12th glyph off of the Stargate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the final one you tap when you hit home. To go to Earth.
We can't get back without that symbol. This was crazy. I would like to know how much this. We're gonna just get a helicopter. We're gonna just fly it over
this building. Look out, Barry!
Strawberries? I don't. Look at that, Barry.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is some G.I. Joe, man. Let's combine ninjas and the jungle.
Which is right up my alley. It's all I played with. Yeah.
My brain's in perfect working order.
Yeah.
Oh man, here we go.
This is the greatest.
Yeah, this scene, man.
Oh. uh,
It's classic. I miss Mako, man.
yeah, like that dude's great.
For anybody that doesn't know, Mako is the voice of Aku in
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Long ago in a distant
Long ago. Yeah. Love it.
I think he was in some of the Conan movies too, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I want to say he was at least in Red Sonja. Like when they were all together and going on an adventure. He was like the magic guy. I could be wrong. We're getting along.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't normally put the handkerchief in. He just wanted to expose some chest hair.
Yeah. I'm very alluring. You've seen Baywatch, right?
I'm an alpha.
I'm just the dad version of David Hasselhoff.
Some people stand in the darkness.
Yeah, believe it or not, I wasn't born overseas.
Can you believe it?
Dear Uncle. I love this. Dumpling.
I know that the fact that he's been hit in the face 9 times.
9 times is great.
He's.
No. Oh, it's just awesome.
It was awesome, man. I just realized he acted with Jeff Bridges in Tucker, so he got to act with his brother.
With who?
Jeff Bridges.
Oh.
He did that movie Tucker.
Oh.
Which is an awesome movie. If anybody hasn't seen that,
I don't know if I've seen it. Tucker. Oh.
Tucker, a man in his dream, I think.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that. Good grief.
There it is.
10 years? And you're just now realizing you lost control of your son?
I've been very busy at work.
I didn't even know I had a son until the school called me.
Man, if he doesn't get those shoes down, they're going to lose a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Going to go down to a B.
Oh, this part's great.
Oh, this guy, man. He was just like in everything.
It's just like, do people like that exist, man? Like, jeez. So it's almost hard to believe.
Woohoo. Maybe we need to play guys like that in the movie. That would be fun. Get us some biker gear. Just get all... I'm not Bill Paxton. Really does look like Bill Paxton. Especially in Terminator. It's just missing that mohawk.
That boy's drunk!
We've seen it in movies a lot, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't even imagine boiling hot liquid on your genitals. And I don't want to know, quite frankly.
No, me either.
Anyway, next week on Geek-Men.
Yeah, we find out. Oh, jeez. Oh, that does not feel good either. I've had that happen to me. Not in the head. I've taken a ceiling fan to the arm before. The wrist. That did not feel good. Oh.
No.
Yes. I love that. Believe what is, not what you think.
Now let's get locked up before they come back with guns.
Yeah. And the rest of their non-drunk buddies.
Oh, man. People need to understand, like, it's very sad what happened to him, and because he was huge.
Yeah.
He was just everywhere, man.
Yeah, I know. I've been around on things that have sort of speculated that that's, why this movie hasn't really been out.
Oh, because of the suicide?
Yeah.
Did it happen around the same time?
No, see, that's the thing. He was on Sequest.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like,
and he was in
like way after this.
Yeah, like, because this was 1992, right? And Sequest came on 1993, and he was on that for a long time.
Yeah, because that was a popular show.
I want to say that he was on that for the full run, wasn't he?
So.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't die until 2003. So yeah, it had nothing to do with Sidekicks, right?
Yeah,
and Sequest has made,
I don't buy that.
Has made the light of day, but it just seems like, as far as 90s movies go, when they're pushing Johnathan Brandis stuff, they're always pushing Neverending Story. And that's like the predominant thing you see. You don't see this one. But I think it's something else. I don't buy that. I mean, let's see. Let's see. He was in It.
Yeah,
Ladybug.
Man, I already forgot about that, man. That was huge. That was a huge television event.
I mean, he was in stuff that didn't even come out until after he passed. So, Although apparently he was in a movie with Bruce Willis, Hearts War, and his scenes were deleted.
Huh. I didn't know that. I know the film, but I didn't know he was... Here's that classic trope.
Mm-hmm.
Bully doesn't know something. Your protagonist does know something. He automatically hates him.
Yes. I can understand how that would totally sort of get under his skin.
Saw that.
Just like he was given the answer. He's not any smarter than me.
Dude, I didn't even get my pants on, man.
Oh boy.
Please let me up. It's moist down here.
Yeah. Can you think of all the athletes' foot on that floor?
So much. There's puddles everywhere.
There's just putrescence all over this floor. I'm gonna get sick.
Putrescence. I actually see drippings coming from underneath the bench.
Next to the gum. Oh, so much gum. That dude just turns his back like there's nothing happening. Nothing happened here.
Thank God it wasn't me, man.
Another day. Live another day. I would argue that, well, it's not really an argument. I'm just, because it's my opinion, so whatever. I would say that I like this movie more than Karate Kid.
I have, you know what? I'm inclined to agree. And also, I've seen this way more, too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing against Karate Kid. Karate Kid's a classic. It's a good film.
Yeah, I mean, I just
I don't know. There's something about
first of all, there's something about Barry that I think is more likable than Danny.
Yeah, I mean, like, we joke about it, and they even turned that into the premise of the show on YouTube.
Yeah, of Cobra Khan, which season 2 of that is coming out the end of this month.
But he kind of was a jerk in that movie, man. He kind of was the instigator of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot for that one guy.
Yeah.
Who was the douchebag in everything.
Yeah.
To give him credit in that film, be like, I don't know about this time.
Yeah. For sure. I like this part.
Yeah. Give me the westerns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Speaking of westerns, I loved the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Oh, how good is that movie?
The beginning of that especially, I was just like, this is great. And then that first part ended, and it's just like, oh, it was good, but
I still love the rest of that movie. But yeah, man, that intro.
I was just sad. I wanted more of that.
I love all that.
I still loved it, though. Which I find is interesting for... What?
I tried really hard to think about how to fit this in the year 47.
Yeah.
About how maybe he could order milk.
Order milk. Because they order milk in Back to the Future, too, don't they? Or am I just misremembering that, always remembering Sidekicks?
That's the thing. I think... I don't know, because I'm having the same problem.
Because I've seen Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2 so many times, but 3 I've only seen like maybe twice.
I've seen it a bunch of times, but I can't actually remember. I think it is just this. But yeah, I thought about that really hard because I actually that's my favorite beverage as well.
Milk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my favorite beverage too until I suddenly developed some sort of weird dairy sensitivity, and it's...
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the cocoa water.
No.
We're going to mention that and get a tip number 87 on trying to get that sponsorship.
No. You're dead wrong.
It's so spaghetti western.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
Because this whole segment it's got to be from inspired by My Name Is Nobody. Because he does this whole slapping thing. It's very similar to this, where the guy can't draw his weapon because he keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Fantastic western, by the way. Richard Mole.
This part right here, has stuck with me all through my entire life. I remember how to climb a rope because of this movie.
Oh man,
isn't that weird? Every time I think of a rope and climbing it, I think of this scene.
This is classic, man.
There's an iconic scene in Smallville where Tom Welling has to climb the rope in gym class, and he's competing against Pete, and all of a sudden his X-ray vision kicks in, and he starts to see through Pete. I thought of this scene.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I did watch that far in. I can't remember at what point I stopped watching Smallville. It was toward the back end.
Oh, if you didn't finish it,
a couple, maybe 4 seasons or so.
Yeah, most people lost interest around 6. 6 or 7 is where a lot of people trailed off. Early as 5, except for some folks, but
I would like to point out something here. Chuck Norris is teaching him this, but Chuck Norris is in his head,
right?
So that means that he knew this.
He knew or had read how to do this, and he's just remembering it through Chuck Norris.
So it's been within him the whole time,
right? And
I think that's a great message.
Yeah, it is.
It's just that Chuck Norris is his conduit. So
it's his self-confidence.
Yeah. He thinks he needs Chuck Norris, but he doesn't.
Right. It's his crutch, and you notice he starts to... Chuck is always the hero, but as he gets more self-confident and stuff throughout the movie, it's and becomes like learning actual martial arts, he's the hero.
Yeah.
You know? Because he knows that he has the confidence, he knows he can do it.
Oh, quick note, Richard Mole, Batman animated series fans, he was the voice of Two-Face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Of course, people know him from Night Court. I believe he was the first immortal on the first episode of Highlander, the classic TV series.
I never watched the TV series. I love the movie, though.
I watched it, but I didn't watch the spinoff.
With
I can't remember what it was called. Something like The Raven or something.
Oh, Raven? I loved Raven.
So you watched Raven? That's weird that we watched each half of it then.
Well, Raven was different. It was like a martial artist, but he like. This is interesting. I didn't realize it was related to Highlander though.
It might be something else because I think it was female led.
Okay, no, this had a male lead.
Maybe I'm remembering the name wrong then.
Yeah. Or maybe there's multiple shows.
Yeah.
I pity you. That sucks.
So beautiful. Yeah, I can't, man, that would just
burn you alive.
Seriously.
I only like to hang around you because you're my personal project. You're like the handicapped kid that no one wants to help, and I pity you.
I saw that episode of Saved by the Bell.
I'm just trying to get in points with God.
My mom says you can fix any man.
This is my community service. I got in trouble.
You don't love me? I will in time.
If you could beat it, then why didn't you? Probably not a good idea to do it in the middle of an attack. This isn't Signs.
I know. He was just so... That's actually, man, a really tough scene, man.
It is.
I can't just...
No, and I don't diss it. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying.
I know. Nazis.
I love all kinds of, like, Nazi stuff. Not like...
Wait, finish the sentence very quickly.
where people fight Nazis and...
Thank you.
Nazis versus monsters and Indiana Jones where the Nazis are always the bad guys because they're such good bad guys. And I don't mean that like it's so easy to hate them. They're the clear villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just because they were... It's just, man, it's almost like they wrote themselves.
Yeah.
Like being into the occult and, you know, all of the myths and legends about, you know, being with the technology of weapons and all that stuff. It was like they were the enemy of the world.
Right.
Like you can't... There's a reason people keep going back to them, and using them in movies or just any story in general. I know. I thought that was a good representation, man.
Yeah.
That was. I think he's just like escaping. Just what the stuff is happening to him, but he's actually escaping the attack.
Yeah. You're the oblivious dad.
I don't know. I haven't been home.
I just leave him in the driveway and drive away. I see him when I check my watch to tell him it's late and to go to bed at night. And occasionally when his hot teacher calls me to tell him he's daydreaming. Oh, speaking of which, there she is! Hey! Yeah, I got a hug!
She's dressed like the female Jack Slater.
Oh, shoulder pads. I brought you some oil made of urine to rub on your chest to make you feel better.
Just kidding.
Isn't that what the stuff is that he rubs on him? Didn't he tell him that? I might be thinking of a different movie.
I think he said, yeah, it's like some balm or something. Take out your IV.
Unplug
your
the
oxygen.
breathing machine.
You don't need this. I'm not too worried. Nurses won't come in here for another 8 hours. Not unless you're asleep. Then they'll come in. Fix vapor up. I can't help but notice those machines look like they all say 0. And there is no IV bag, I just noticed. I guess you don't need one, but...
It does say 0.
But it just looks like it. Maybe we'll be able to tell much more easily when it gets to Blu-ray.
Yes. Yes.
Somebody bumped the camera. There's a part in Batman Forever where it looks like somebody bumped the camera, and it bothers me so bad. If you look at the end of the scene where Robin's doing the thing where he's drying the clothes and stuff, he's doing the laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Alfred will look back right at the end of the scene, and the camera will like go up and down really quick. It'll like jut.
Yeah.
And I'm like, somebody bumped the camera, and they didn't even bother to...
Montage alert!
You're going to get a montage in a sports film.
Yes. I love montages. This may not have as good a music as Rocky's montages.
I still love this,
but I love... Yeah. I love this, and I love his montage. Because they're funny, and he whips out my favorite weapon, eventually.
Oh, yes. That leads to... I'm just... The coolest scene in the movie.
Yeah. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I'm not going to give that away. I want to say Alan Silvestri did the Predator score too. It's just classic.
So, did they just go to... Is that Yoda on the front of his thing?
I've never noticed that, but it did look like it.
It looks like Yoda on the front of his thing.
Yoda or a green Ludo from Labyrinth. Sir, friend. Actually, a nice shot. That's very cool.
It is. I like this shot, and they show that a couple times in the movie.
That's some good cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
Do that next to the duck carcass.
Oh, I think this is the part where...
You start using that in my life.
Wink, wink.
Love it.
A typical bachelor thing to do. Stick something into the sink that you plan on keeping. Only bachelors do that.
Anyway. Right there, you could do a cut to Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Poopers fell! Or whatever, yeah. Ha ha! 20 laps! Oh.
Push up!
Our coaches were our gym teachers, so they would have never punished. Yeah, I'll do that.
Just the way he said it.
You'll sign that release. All right. Oh, yes. Yes!
There they are. They look like they're just made of rebar.
It will sting you.
I just took rebar and I cut it and I just
threaded
threaded it, and there you go.
I will help you make them sing.
Such a Mikey.
You're
a Mikey through and through.
Ugh. I've never done that. I have a billion nunchucks. And the head next. Yep.
Can you imagine it just the side of your ear and across your side of your forehead and just...
I've hit my head before, but most of the time it's just like you smash your hands, arm, leg as you're trying to clutch to switch. But that's how it was for me anyway.
Oh, this part, I love the enthusiastic clap.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the best thing ever.
Wow. It's work hard, because I don't know what I'm doing in here. Meanwhile...
Oh my God, Barry, you were there the whole time.
I was too busy watching your teacher twerk. And then the typical white guy can't dance. Oh, look, I'm going to make fun of it by...
I can barely do the Charleston. Man, he sounds exactly like his brother there.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no.
She touched me.
Oh. Oh, man. This is... Okay, I need to talk to Liam about this. It's too bad that Mako has since passed away, but I think he would play... No, I don't dream.
But who do you think he should play?
No, I was just gonna say I think he would have been an awesome Master Roshi in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man, I bet you'd go for that.
What kind of dreams are we talking about? This is very awkward.
Please don't tell my dad about this.
When a boy becomes a man, you see there's certain things that happen.
I'm not going to teach you that, Dad. I'm just
Dreams.
Just going to teach you martial arts.
Dreams might come with it, but
Much like these fountains here.
Yeah. I didn't sign up for this. I teach martial art, not sexual art.
I tried to get him to tell me about this. He's not there. So. All right. We run.
We run. We run.
You can sell this on eBay. Like to kiss her.
He's gonna get killed.
Why is that girl in the neck brace? I guess it's kind of realistic that there's just a girl in a neck brace, like something happened to her.
Yeah. I wasn't taught to block, only for someone to stand there while I kick.
See?
See? It worked.
Well, the classic.
What's it? Hoya!
Kill him!
Get over here! Not bad, kid. I was watching.
Yeah. I was over there watching there for.
I can't believe you didn't die. I just wanted to see what you do. I just wanted to see that kid take a couple kicks in the face, and then I came over. Now that you're not a complete loser, you want to hang out?
I feel like our relationship might be on an even keel now.
You might have achieved enough social status with that fight to finally let me see you and be seen in public with you.
I'm sure our relationship will last a very long time.
He's just like, yeah,
All right.
finally, all right. I can have dreams about her instead of my teacher that's kind of hitting it with my dad.
My dad used
bumping uglies with my dad. Oh, now he's got the...
Yeah, this is the Hitman segment.
Thank goodness you're here, Barry. I couldn't have done it without you.
This is what they crossed over into Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Toxic waste. He might have played a good Joker at one point.
I do wonder. I'm trying to remember what his... I want to say he was famous for doing like Frank Sinatra. He did like a really good Frank Sinatra on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah?
Let's put some rock salt in their faces.
Oh, I've got plans for him. I worked with a dude who had a mohawk that high.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
We were out last week. Well, it was a couple weeks ago. We saw a dude who straight up had anime like Goku hair, but it was like jet white.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to like.
This is straight out of
awesome hair.
Out of Batman.
I know this straight up. This looks like Schumacher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even Jack Nicholson did that when he was busting up the thing and played music on the boombox and was destroying stuff, painting the room and all that.
And that's out of Red Dragon.
Yeah.
The Manhunter. The Tooth Fairy shows up. Starts eating a painting. Very.
What?
The Tooth Fairy starts like taking off his shirt and he does the whole shoulder blade stretch thing in front of his teacher. Gives that speech. You're like, Jesus, Barry.
What? Another explosion? We're running out of doors. I'm gonna shoot a nail and this entire platform's gonna fall.
I want to see RoboCop strolling.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot rungs of the ladder out until they fall on their face. That's awesome.
They're not even reloading the double shotguns. I love it.
What is happening here?
Oh, man.
I don't have time for this. I'm going to cut corners.
Yeah. All right, Barry.
What? Ugh.
I always thought that was the weirdest choice right there.
Came in like a...
What'd you say?
Help! All right. Ooh.
Sure, his rib cage went into his heart. Be careful, it might be Evil Lynn.
Yeah.
And I've never noticed that. And Tomorrow the World.
Yeah. Natural distribution. National distribution. And Tomorrow the World.
Tomorrow the World.
Local distribution is the other one. That's funny.
Oh, I never noticed it. They actually have the Hitman poster up. Like, it's again, man, how many times have I must have seen this thing like a bajillion times and never noticed that?
I'm going to sit next to you because you're not a loser now.
Did it show up in your daydreams yet? And you had the entry fee.
Fair.
With denim. Salutations from the other side. I'm here, but I'm not going to talk to him.
Oh, or just get some mutagen.
Yeah, all four of them will dance.
Cowabunga says it all.
Ninja, rap.
Ninja. Villains, you better run and hide because one day you might not slide.
It's a bird.
I could run faster than you. Flippy News.
God, this does look like the opening credits of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Then it would cut to him, his close up, and he smiles, and there's his name.
Yeah.
Johnathan Brandis.
He just needs a morpher in his hand. You did it! You broke brick!
These stupid housewives.
He's hitting on every single... He's so Master Roshi. He's hitting on every single one of those girls.
They're mom jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be such a cool sound.
Oh, man. And the first snag. Was that Shaq? Or not Shaq. Who did that remind me of? Vin Rames. I was going to say Shaft, but that totally looked like Vin Rames. You can't.
Man, I wonder who it's going to be, man.
Yeah. Dude, such a D-bag.
You think his dad knows anything? Maybe some of his, like...
His dad doesn't even know that there's a contest. What? What are these silver things attached by a string? Are they like little microphones? You hold it up to one ear and I hold it up to the other and you talk into it? I'm just a dad that's lost. What do I do?
And the magic.
You
know what? This is one of those things like you don't think it could actually happen, but
yeah,
this kind of stuff happens like once a week on Twitter, where some celebrity will do something crazy because somebody just talked to them and asked them to do something.
Yeah, had the bravery to ask, so to speak.
There's the best line in the movie right there. He went out of his way to walk up to him and say that.
He's the boy's hero.
Kick your ass.
Ask him.
Bradley Cooper. I'd love to kick your ass. It's good to do that to any celebrity. No, it's like not really actually enjoy your work, sir. You're just very intimidating and it scares me. You're very handsome. You speak French.
No.
Now, apparently you write songs and you sing very well.
Write songs and sing well, and
I don't know how to comprehend your existence. Yeah.
Mind blown. For the record, if this happened to me right now, I would probably cry like a little girl. I love Chuck Norris.
Any of your heroes, like they just come up to you and they're just like, "Hey, what's happening, man?" I hit myself in the head with the nunchucks too many times. I love this. What is this line coming up?
Yeah. I love it.
I had to have a brain tumor or something. Something's going on. No.
Frying dragon.
Love it. I abandon you in your moment of need.
Yeah, it's just like, we're here, I'm going now. If this were the Power Rangers, they would have time to go save Angel Grove and come back and still compete.
Yeah. It'd all be about, we gotta hurry up and get back, guys. We're never gonna make it.
Hey, if you go, you could still make your nunchuck demonstration or your women's kata.
You're right, Billy.
Good luck out there, Kimberly.
Man, this music this is some PlayStation sounding music.
Yeah. I feel like I've broken many pots looking for things to this music.
I can't find the Switch and Lara Croft, which just the tank controls are just annoying me.
Yeah. Whoa! The way she squatted was amazing! Oh! Mind blown! Dead mind blown!
She did Ultraman pose there for a second, too.
Not to take away from that, though, it is a very beautiful. Now, that said, his reaction, it just cracks me up. It's great. I love it.
Come on, baby. Dun,
dun, dun.
Chosen one. You. I really need to watch Kung Pao. It's been forever.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's so good. I remember when the trailer came out. It looked really stupid, but that trailer did not do that movie justice. All right, I'll do it.
All right. I'll get up there and break the bricks if I have to. I don't know what's involved.
I'm gonna pretend these bricks are my dad.
Who walked out on my mom when I was 5?
Did you see that, Dad? Oh, I guess he did. With all the donuts on the table, man, they're not even eating them. They're just on napkins everywhere.
Don't need karate gi for brick breaking. I love that guy. He's just great.
Classic.
What? Another brick? 9 bricks?
I forgot that's like the catchphrase for the last act of this movie. He's asking for another brick.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Yeah, you would almost think he knew martial arts. He signed up for a competition.
Wow.
You telling me somebody that signed up for a competition broke bricks?
And then my favorite part coming up, the weapons form.
It's just actually still get goosebumps.
Yep. I actually before the whole movie was on before the whole movie was on YouTube, just his part was, and I would watch it, and I actually watch nunchuck competition videos regularly. I love it.
It's such a difficult weapon. It's like one of the most difficult weapons. It really is.
It's also amazing to watch. I love it.
It's like, to me, it's like the piano of of weapons. You just really got to know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, it's making the coolest freaking sound effect.
Mm-hmm. In front of the American flag. Mm.
Yeah, that part.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. If this doesn't sum up the late 80s, early 90s, I don't know what does.
So awesome.
It just sounds like 1,000 birds flying by or something.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome.
Come back to his dad. Who was that kid? It was amazing.
And yet he still wasn't as enthusiastic as his teacher.
You had to point that out.
He's just like, yeah, that was pretty cool, son. It wasn't no women's form kata, though. Mr.
Yeah, you would. Because
yeah. Didn't even know we needed help until like an hour ago. So
just thought that woman walked by. She's totally eyeballing him. She's like, "Oh my god, that's Chuck Norris."
The Chuck Norris fight with what's his face is awesome too.
Can you imagine being in this competition? Then you enter and then you find out Chuck Norris into the competition.
You're just like, oh gosh.
You just be like, well, I guess this season's out, maybe.
Just like, yeah, you know.
Why me?
He's such a nice guy.
At least I got to say I fought Chuck Norris, man.
Oh, man.
Plus, a lot of people don't compare him to like the Bruce Lees and the Jet Lees and
Mm-hmm.
But you hear like Bruce Lee talk about him. You read quotes and stuff about him. Chuck Norris is very formidable.
Yeah, he's legit.
Very quick, and there's a reason you put him in that movie and they fought together and had that epic fight.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee thought very high of him.
Yep. And the ultimate fight. Yeah. Of course, he's the dirty fighter.
I know, he love his.
He's just like, cheer for me! I got hit on Chuck Norris. That's the only way I'm gonna win.
Let me circles. Yeah, I took a victory lap.
He's just like, oh man, I'm in trouble.
That should be a gif.
Yeah.
The guy holding the point,
the
point flag.
He's just like, yep, you got a point.
Just back to
it. Yeah.
Somebody who is really good at making gifs. Somebody do that for us.
I also want a gif of just him getting kicked in the stomach and then turning around like nothing's happened and then going, ooh. I wasn't ready. No point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow! I didn't even feel that.
Twerp. Nobody says twerp enough.
I know.
Turned into blood sport.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh, that's great. That's one of my favorite references is the blood sport thing. Another awesome person from the 80s, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, you can. I think you can find a clip of Chuck Norris on YouTube. If there's a clip where you can, he's like talking to some foreign channel, and Van Damme's like his training assistant in the video. It's pretty neat to see it, like the two of them. Before Van Damme was Van Damme.
Mm-hmm. Breaking. I haven't been paying attention. Do you know how to do this stuff?
Jeez.
Oh, man.
That's what my dad used to say anyway.
Puke face.
Love my dad. Wish he was here.
I'm jealous because your dad's here and mine isn't. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah, my replacement dad who just got his butt kicked by Chuck Norris.
I'll just edit that later in my brain.
I've already forgotten. Yeah, you did it.
Oh man, I just remembered how this ends and I want a gif of that too.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm going to end this right now. Another brick! 9 bricks!
He moved his hands like, Jesus, dude, my hands don't go away, man. Go smoosh my fingers. He's doing that Big Trouble in Little China face.
Uh-oh. Daddy disapproves. Everyone's laughing.
Can he do it?
Get here.
Then she's gonna call the police.
You're not gonna touch her. Yeah, I like this part. You're here to
I think I'm gonna go get a lemonade.
He was literally looking for a popsicle stand. Where's the nearest refreshments? I'm kind of bored.
I'll be. Oh, he's lit on fire.
I guess I'll stay for this. I'll give it a second. Wait, why is it on fire? Did I miss something? Oh, I'm confused. I don't know. Is Barry stressed or something? I don't know why he went up there. Why'd he push that boy? I'm just a dad. Still hasn't figured it out.
There we go. That's enthusiasm. This. I want to give it this, somebody.
It's just like, first of all, was the fire regulation? Maybe it compromised the bricks and made it easier to break.
We'll get that Karate Kid argument.
It's just like...
That wasn't a regulation move. You should have got disqualified.
Yeah.
Plus, they had Chuck Norris on their team. Now I got to disappear and go help another kid.
Mm-hmm. Dreams do come true if you want them bad enough. Hey, look, I got a trophy. I don't know what this is for, though. Did you win or something?
Kind of windy out here. Oh my God, is that Chuck Norris?
I don't see anyone there. I'm just a magazine blowing in the wind. So was he really there and just disappeared real fast, or was it all in his head for the one final time?
Is Chuck Norris even a real person?
Yeah. When the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris.
Well, where's Mako? I never noticed he went in the shot. I guess he probably went back right to the frying dragons.
Yeah. And then they never did a sequel with a wheelchair kid and pumped to be...
I think they went back and retroactively made this, that was Spider-Man.
The what?
That was Spider-Man.
That was Spider-Man?
Yeah, they went back and retroactively. They retconned that. Marvel claimed all this. This is the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah. He disintegrated, so they didn't have time to make a movie.
I don't feel so good. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry, wheelchair kid. You'll get your sequel to Sidekicks one day. Where you're the star.
Man.
Oh, man.
Stunt players.
Yeah, did they just lead the credits with stunt players? With stunt players? With stunt actors?
Man, and all this because this like the investment money came from a furniture guy that was very popular in Houston.
Yeah, I think that's what I had heard. He wanted this movie, had an idea for this, and was like really wanted it to happen, and it wasn't going to happen. No one wanted the movie, and then some furniture store dude was just like, "Yeah, all right, here's the money," or something like that.
$8 million. I think it ended up making $17 million.
Mm-hmm. I could totally have that story wrong, but it was something along those lines.
I mean, come on, man, that's more than double.
Close enough. I'll get it right when we get a Blu-ray, okay?
Yes, we need a Blu-ray with.
If we had a Blu-ray, stuff, I might have accurate information to study and learn, and better commentary than I probably provided.
We need some retrospective, some dedications, looking back on. Yeah. Because sadly, like, a lot of people in this movie have passed away.
Yeah. I would gladly come and do a interview for this movie and talk about it. I've seen it enough times. For the DVD version.
We need to have an Easter egg on that DVD.
We'll just be the Geek-Men. The Geek-Men make an appearance. Oh, yeah, in this movie it means... Can you imagine just showing up in the commentary one day for a film? That'd be so cool.
We get like a little thing on there. That would be nice. But I don't even care. I think it just... Man, if we could get it going...
Yeah, jokes aside, I don't care about credit or anything like that. Nothing like that. All I want is to see this get at least a DVD quality, if not better, release. I'd prefer to have it on Blu-ray because that's what all my stuff is. But
if we get it on Shout Factory, I think we'll get the Blu-ray.
Okay, well, good.
So,
I want it. All you got to do, folks.
We'll set up a link.
We'll have a link. All you do is click there. You go there and say, I want Sidekicks.
That's it. Help us out. We'll set up a campaign on social media too to get some extra attention.
Yep.
If you want to retweet that.
Yep.
Ask Shout Factory there if you want to give a little extra there. But if you love this movie, first time you're seeing it, if it's the 1,000th time you've seen it, and you want to help us out, get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. And you guys heard me. I was still laughing and enjoying every bit of this.
It's so fun, man.
It's so wonderful.
Let us pay for it and not watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. I feel bad. Like, so many people worked hard to, put time into this and effort into this movie, and, they're not getting anything for it. I'm just thankful that it's somewhere,
Seriously.
To be able to watch it.
Not having to pay exorbitant amounts, or definitely not paying money to buy bootlegs of it. That's to me, that's the extra. I don't want to do that. Giving somebody else money that they didn't earn off the movie,
Yeah. And just even looking at the comments, there's like over 2,000 comments on this movie. And they posted this in 2014, and there's over 2,000 comments on it. People are still commenting as, like 9 months ago. And,
18,000 likes, 3.2 million views.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie is not, it was successful in theaters. Mm-hmm. It's not it's quietly filled by the wayside, and it needs the attention and some love, and it needs to get a re-release so everybody else can watch it. And Shout Factory is the perfect place to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because, that's the bread and butter. That's what they do.
Yep.
So definitely help us out. We're setting up the links. We're making it as easy as possible.
Yep. WWCND. What would Chuck Norris do?
Exactly.
He would make sure that this got picked up by Shout Factory. That's what the Geek-Men would do too. Oh, such a great movie. That was a lot of fun.
It was. We hope you had fun watching the film with us.
I would totally do that again.
Yes.
If anyone else wants to hear us do that again, let us know. Like, give us a comment or a like or something on social medias, or
give us a suggestion for
just
some cool classic we should watch.
Blow lukewarm, air in our general direction, and send a raven, some smoke signals, something. We'll keep on keeping on, but we are here to serve and protect and entertain. Ourselves, at least.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
Yeah, exactly right. And all that good stuff. I'd buy that for $1.
Man.
Oh, man. All right, well, that's been fun. So, again, we've said it all. And until next time, I've been Dustin.
I have been Bo.
And this has been a very special episode, commentary of Sidekicks. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Boop.